are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always with my brother Tim. And today we've got some college basketball. We got a small 3-game NHL slate, and then we got a decent-sized NBA slate. So it should be a full day of action for this one. So we're not going to waste too much time here, but you guys know what we do before we get into what happened to what's going on today, the games for today. We take a look back at what happened yesterday. What went right, what went wrong. To start it off for me, I went, I believe, 2-4 in the NHL. I had a lot of plus money in the NHL yesterday, though. Winners on the Devils plus the 126. I'm trying to find my other winner here. I went 2-4. My other winner was the Anaheim Ducks. They made that way closer than it had to be. They were up 2-0. They gave up 2 goals and they won in overtime. So I cashed both those. Losers on the Kraken. They looked good at the beginning, and then they gave up 2 quick goals in the third period, and then that was it. Calgary puck line. I got that at -1. I got that at plus 135. I saw it close on my book at plus 105, so I can't complain. I beat a line movement; it just didn't come through. Edmonton, same thing. They didn't come through yesterday. A very frustrating loss there. And then the NBA, my only play was another frustrating loss when it was at 2-11 with like a minute to go, and they scored 14 points in the last minute and pushed the game over. That was extremely frustrating. So that was a loss that could have easily swung my day to be about a break-even day. And then college basketball, though, our college football, we lost both their players. Buffalo and CMU didn't show up. EMU, yeah. And then yesterday with college basketball, I went trying to think, it was 8-5, 8-6 because I had Clemson as well. And then I really went 9-6 because our book had a gimme where they gave us Michigan State plus 75, but cashed on UCLA minus 20.5, Portland State plus 14.5, New Mexico State minus 5, American minus 3. That took all overtime to get. Nicholas State plus the 12.5. They only win that game straight up. Kennesaw State plus the 15. That one cashed. Georgia State minus 3.5. Cincinnati minus 8.5. Michigan State plus 75. That was just a promo on our book. Our losers, our first play of the year was a loser with Indiana minus the 24 points. Valparaiso, they were close the entire game just to lose by 8 at the end. Clemson, for me, they only won by 11. I needed them by 18.5. Xavier minus 16.5 loser. Copen State, geez, that was a bad play. They lose 103-45. We did have a plus 31 though. Marquette minus 20 did not come through. And so overall, slightly losing day for me yesterday. Hopefully today's a little bit better day, but a profitable day in college basketball.
Well, now that you went over everything from yesterday, I'll have my 3 games from the NBA. Went 1-2, had Utah, which worked. And that's the only thing that really did anything. Even with everybody out on Milwaukee and freaking Philadelphia, they still went way over the total. Portland and the Clippers. Portland and the Clippers went over with 29.7 seconds left. Frustrating. Very frustrating. We went 8-5 in our college basketball, which was pretty good to start off the year. I'm not gonna complain about that. 3 games over. 2 losers in college football. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had yesterday. It was a lighter day for me. Nick already went over everything else, so ready to get into this one.
Yeah, then let's do it. We'll kick it on off here with some college basketball. We have the chat here. Yeah, smash the like, go wild.
Don't show the jersey. Don't do it.
Relax. Buffalo Bulls are at the Michigan Wolverines in this one. Wolverines 13-point home favorites here, plus 655. Run back here for the Buffalo Bulls, total of 152 in this game. I know you like this game a little bit more than I do, Tim. What are you looking for this one?
Yeah, I mean, this one kind of got a little bit more value as we as it's moved down. I like Michigan. I mean, if I would get, I can get them at -13 now. I didn't bet them yet just because I was waiting for a little bit of line movement because there wasn't enough value on it. Except for it moving down to 2.5 points because it started up at, actually no, it's dropped a whole 3 points. It started up at 16, it's dropped down to a 13. A little bit worrying there, just because I feel like that's not, I mean, yes, it's moving in the right direction for us if we want to pick it up now, but the fact that it's dropped 3 points is just a little bit concerning. I would still lean towards Michigan in this one. I personally am not going to be betting it. It's just one of the bigger games for today. One of the only, I think it's the only ranked team that plays today. So I figured we mentioned this one. Oh no, Florida State plays today as well. They're ranked 19. So this one of two ranked teams playing today. Be leaning towards the Michigan Wolverines in this one. By the way, if anybody wants any of the college games, if they have any questions about them, leave them in the chat, and we'll go over any college game you guys need to.
Yeah. I'm staying off this game. I didn't see enough value on it. So one that I did see, now this may seem random as all hell, but this is a game I actually really do like. Long Beach State 49ers at the Idaho Vandals in this one here. It's now a 7, which absolutely puzzles me because I got it last night, I believe 5.5, and I priced it when I priced this game out, and when I made my line for this one, I have the wrong team as favored in this game, and now the line's only getting wider. At this point, I'm tempted to sprinkle a little bit of a money line play here on these Vandals. I like Idaho in this spot here. I have this game priced at Idaho -2.5. So seeing this line, that's absolutely mind-boggling. It's 7.5 now. 7.5. This line's going the wrong way, to be completely honest. +250. I think that's worth a sprinkle at some point here. That's where I'm looking at for this game. I like Idaho plus the 7, now 7.5, because I got it at 5.5.
That works. Me and Nick will always have the same plays when it comes to college. College football and college basketball, just because we use the same numbers and we break down that stuff ourselves together, because there's a lot of games. So me and you, Nick, use the same formula, so we're going to have the same plays for all of those. But those are the two games we're going to be looking at for college basketball. If you guys have any other questions about any other games, leave them in the chat, and we'll let you guys. We'll go over any of the games that you guys mentioned. Nick, we'll start off in some hockey for you. Starting off at 7:30, we get the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Philadelphia Flyers in this one. Toronto 7-5-1 to start off the year. 6-2, 1-1 for Philadelphia. Toronto about a -125 favorite on the road. Total of 6 in this game. Where are you looking?
Yeah, we have Toronto coming in off of a 5-1 loss in their last game of their homestand there, where they went 4-1. Now they hit the road and head to Philadelphia. Philadelphia coming off a nice little win themselves. They're coming home after a quick 2-game road trip where they got 3 points. They all lost in overtime to Pittsburgh, and they beat the Washington Capitals. And I like this Philadelphia team. I think they are a very live dog in this game at +115. I took them here at +115. They play much better at home. We all know Carter Hart's a much better goalie at home. And I had this game priced around a pick 'em around -105, even money for Toronto. So seeing Philadelphia at +115, this was actually, I think, the best value play of the day. I didn't really see too much with the other two games. I do have a play on another game, but I think that this is a spot where Philadelphia, as a plus money underdog, is going to take care of business against a Leafs team that I'm not particularly high on this year. I'm not particularly high on either of these teams. Let me put that out there, to be completely honest. But I like Philadelphia at home against Toronto more than I like Toronto on the road here after a very nice homestand.
Well, that's fair. Can't argue with that. And Terry's on the same side as you. He's got the Flyers money line and the draw. That works.
Nice.
Go to the next game. We get Nashville Predators at the Dallas Stars. Nashville 6-5-1 this year. Dallas 4-5-1-1 this year. About a 140 favorite for Dallas. Total of 5.5 in this one. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Yeah. Looking at these two teams, Nashville 6-5-1, 6-6 ATS, 4-8-0 over under so far this season, 3-2 away from Nashville. Dallas 4-5-2, 4-7 ATS, and 3-8 over under so far this season. 1-1-1 at home. We know this Dallas Stars team does play a lot of overtime games. Looks like we're going to get UC Saros and Antoine Hudobin, the goalie matchup here. Saros has actually not looked half bad so far this season. 5-4-1 record, a 231 save or 231 goals allowed average, and a 925 save percentage. I was leaning towards the under in this game because, well, it's a Dallas Stars game, and both these teams have been under teams. They've both gone under in 7 of their last 10 games. The only thing that kept me off of it is Antoine Hudobin hasn't looked the greatest so far this season. 2-2-1. 3.27 goals allowed per game, 885 save percentage. I'm hoping when I bet an under, I'm hoping for a goalie above a 900 save percentage. So I end up staying off of this game. I'll lean towards the under, and I know Terry could probably lean towards a draw in this game because I can definitely see there it is, draw. I can definitely see an overtime game in this one. So lean towards the under though in this one for me, but no play.
All right. Should Terry have to plug his ears for this next one?
I don't think so. I think this play is okay.
All right. Well, we'll jump into it. You get the Minnesota Wild taking on the Arizona Coyotes. Wild 200 favorites in this one, run back around 180. 8-3 for Minnesota. 1-10-0-1 for Arizona in this one. Total of 5.5. Where are you looking at this one?
Yeah, look at the spot here. I can't lay -200 with the Wild. I'm sorry. That's just I just don't see any value in laying that type of number here. Minnesota coming in 8-3, 2-9 against the number. The only time they've covered a -1.5, they needed 2 empty net goals at the end of the game. 6-5-0 over under, 4-2 away from Minnesota. Though, so they are a good home team or a road team. And Arizona 1-10-1, 3-9 against the number, 5-7 over under, 1-3 at home. They did get their only win against the year in their last game, a 5-4 victory over the Seattle Kraken. And one thing I've noticed with these Minnesota Wild team this year is they struggle in the first period. I've noticed that they lost the first period against the Islanders. They lost the first period against the Penguins. The last time they've won a first period was when they were up 3-1 on the Ottawa Senators. But this is a team that has only won, I think, or there's only been winning 2. They've only won 2 first period straight up here. I actually have the numbers right here. I don't know why I'm looking game by game. They are 2-4-5 in the first period, 5 draws. On the other side here, Arizona is 2-6-5, so they with 5 draws there. I like Arizona plus a half a goal in the first period. So a 0-0, 1-1 game, a tie game at the end of the first period is kind of what I'm looking for here. I just didn't want to bet over under because I can see this being 1-1. I can see this being 0-0. I do like Arizona to at least be tied at the end of the first period because Minnesota's proved to us they're a late playing team. They did that against the Islanders where they scored 3 goals in the third period. 4 goals in the third period. They've done this before where they've had their late comebacks. They're a slow starting team. So I still think Minnesota wins this game straight up. I'm just saying this is going to be tied at the end of the first period. Give me Arizona first period plus the half a goal at -160.
Coyotes.
Yeah.
I think Terry's a little bit too high on this Wild team. He's got them in regulation, -1.5, 2.5. It's not like they're the Buffalo Sabres.
No, I understand those plays. No, I think that those can all cash. I'm just saying that Minnesota is a team that they'll do all their scoring in the second and third period, though. More specifically, the third period.
Well, that is all of the NHL games for today. Now we get a humongous, I think it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 games late.
Oh boy.
Let's do this.
Into the NBA. All right. Washington Wizards are at the Cleveland Cavaliers in this one here. Wizards 2.5-point road favorite, trying a plus 125 run back here with the Cavaliers. Total 209 in this game. Where are you looking?
Yeah, we'll start it off with a little bit of barking dogs in this one. I'm a big fan of Cleveland. They've made me some money this year. They're one of my more profitable teams this year. I figured they would get off to a slow start, and after a couple games, I realized, you know what? This Cleveland team is legit. They have a shot at making a playoff spot this year. Maybe even making a decent sized run in a very weak Eastern Conference. If they're in the West, no way. They're getting absolutely smacked each game. But in the Eastern Conference, they're playing very, very well. 7-3 this year, 8-2 against the spread. And I think the only games that they didn't cover, I'm going to go make sure I'm correct. They didn't cover against the Lakers, and then they didn't cover the first game of the year. That's it. They've covered every other game since then, including their last game. They beat the Knicks by 15 points as a 7.5-point dog. I'm going to be on Cleveland today. I got them at 4. It's down to a 2.5 now. So, I mean, I still like it. I would still lean money line. Only thing that's a little bit concerning, Colin Sexton's going to be out today, diagnosed with a torn meniscus. He's going to be out for a while. But this Cleveland team is still deep enough where I think they're going to be able to take advantage and be able to – their bench will work around it. I like Cleveland in this matchup.
I'm on the same page here. I took the 2.5 points. I don't know where you went in this game. I think you took the 2.5 as well.
I got 4.
4. Oh, wow. I got 2.5 on this one, and I still thought there was value on this one. I had this game priced around -0.5, -1 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The wrong team is favored in this game, plain and simple. I like Cleveland at home. I think this is a solid team. They've made us some money so far this season, so I definitely think that that's a good spot there. So, yeah, I'm on Cleveland as well. They are the number 1 team ATS this year at 8-3. The number 2 team is Washington.
Mm-hmm.
The worst team is Atlanta.
Yes.
But, I mean, this is a spot where I definitely do like the Cleveland Cavaliers to keep it going here, plus the 2.5 points.
I like it. Head back to the chat for just a second. And Terry's getting excited about the NBA. I love it. Yes.
I thought you were better than that.
All right. We're good to go, Nick. Suppness. Minnesota third period. Minnesota puck line. All those can hit. Nick just likes the first period. Leading Cleveland. Yep. Your book is 211, so you took over 211. Okay. Both teams scoring. Yeah, I honestly can see that. Yeah, 100%. Not just going to side because Cavs very well could win. That's what I have at the Cavs. Cavs, Suns, Raptors. Cavs, yes. Suns, I didn't bet. Raptors, we'll go over that game in a minute. I don't have a side out total. Jared Allen and Ricky Rubio props, 100%. I wouldn't mind that at all. Especially they'll be getting a little bit more usage with no Colin Sexton in the lineup, which will hurt Cleveland a little bit, but I still think they're going to be fine without him. We'll move on.
Fair enough. Brooklyn Nets are at the Orlando Magic here. Brooklyn 9-point road favorites, total of 210 in this game. Is this Orlando team going to be Magic and pull off an upset today?
I don't care whether or not they win the game. I have the under. I have the total set around at 205. And I got it at 209.5. That was kind of like my bare minimum 4.5 points of value to making it a bet. And it's moved up to a 210. So if you guys like the under, right now it's got about 5 points worth of value. Brooklyn, it has been one of the biggest under-trending teams this year. They've gone under in 9 out of their 11 games that they've played. And they're averaging about 105 points a game. So that's pretty solid on that side. Orlando, even though they've been going over more than they've been going under, it's mostly because, A, they have very low totals, and B, the opposite team puts them over. I don't think we're going to see that today. Orlando's averaging about 100 points a game, which is bottom 4 in the league. I just see this one going under the total. I could see it being a 98 to 88 type game, and we get a way under in this one. Give me the under.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. We crunch our totals the same. We do our sides differently, so I'm on the under as well. I'm not going to elaborate.
Sounds good. I'm sure I missed it. Keep hitting my desk. I'm sure I missed it, but Wild puck line and Flyers puck line. Money line. Yeah, why not? How can the Flyers be dogs at home against a mediocre team and they're rested? The money line will not be plus money anymore by 2. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
And the under. Yes, we like it 100%. You know what? I don't care what the score is. It's going to go under. Because honestly, I can see both teams not getting over 100 in this game. That's it. We'll go ahead and move on to the next game.
Yeah, Toronto Raptors are at the Boston Celtics in this one. -2.5 for the Celtics. Total of 206 in this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, it's kind of no value anymore because I got this one under at 210 or 209.5, and it's down to 206. So I beat a really good line movement, but there's not really much value anymore in this line. Looking at it, Jaylen Brown is out for Boston today, so that should lower some scoring in this game. He normally gets the ball a little bit, and he's been scoring anywhere from 15 to 30 points a game. So he's been really solid this year for him. That's going to be a big name out of the lineup. Usage to be spread around elsewhere, but that's good. Pascal Siakam will play in today's game.
Huh.
But he is will play Wednesday at Boston, but is questionable for Thursday's game. So they might sit him afterwards, but in a back-to-back. But Pascal Siakam will be making his first start of the year, and I think that's even more beneficial to the under, just because he is a very, very good defensive player. Just to have a nice big guy in the middle, that's going to be really good for this Raptors team. It can really help them. And they went off to a good start without Pascal Siakam. They went off to a 6-5 start. They're even 4-0 on the road right now. I think that they can have a good shot at winning today. So if you guys are interested in that, especially with Pascal Siakam back, I think that's a good spot there. But my best one is going to be the under. Unfortunately, it's not really any more value anymore. I got the line around predicted around 204. At 206, there's not enough value. I had it at 209.5, but that's what I like in this game.
Yeah, I'm also on the 209 and under 209.5 in this game, but it has moved 3.5 points overnight. And I'm assuming that's from the Pascal Siakam news, so that's some pretty good news there for these Toronto Raptors.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm on the under as well, but it was at 209.5. Oh, also keep in mind the Raptors are 4-0 away from home.
Yep. Raptors +2 might just take the money line. Honestly, if it's a 2-point spread, you can probably get them at a little bit of plus money. Just take the money on. That's fine. Go ahead and move on.
Milwaukee Bucks are at the New York Knicks in this one here. Knicks are 3.5, 4-point are home favorites in this one here. Total 216.5. What are you looking at for this game?
I'm on the Knicks. I got them at 2.5. They're now up to 3.5, 4 on some books. Chris Middleton still remains out. Keep in mind, Milwaukee is on his second leg of a back-to-back as well. Brooke Lopez is actually questionable for today's game. No longer out. That's a little bit more optimistic, so that he might play. But even with that, I'm still going to go to New York in this one. I think they get the job done at home. I got them at 2.5. I still don't mind them at 3.5. I have this game spread around 6.5 area. So I do like the New York Knicks in this game to take care of business at home.
Yeah, I stayed off this game. We need to see who's going to be playing here a little bit for Milwaukee in order for me to take a look at this game. So this is a simple pass here. It's just not a game I had any interest in.
Which, for a full injury report breakdown, stay tuned for Game Time Decision at 6:00 p.m. on Picks and Parleys with me, Nick, and Lenny. Boom. Shameless plug. Let's get it. We'll go ahead and move on to this beauty of a game. Hold on.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes. Beautiful game. Nick, go ahead.
So my super whale mega
Please
lock is going to be in this game.
Please stop.
Because this is the game of the century for
Please
me.
stop.
Sorry. The Detroit Pistons are at the Houston Rockets here. Houston Rockets 4-point home favorites in this one here. Total 210. What are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, no. As the as the thing said, no, don't bet this game. 1-8 Detroit Pistons, 1-9 Houston Rockets. No, you should not be betting this game. This is just not a spot that you need to get to. Kevin Porter Jr. questionable with a thigh injury. Other than that, there's not really any more significant injuries in this game. There's other games. There's 13 games. There's 11 games on this slate that you could bet. There's going to be another really bad 1-800-GAMBLER game later, so stay tuned for that. But no, there's 11 good games on the slate that you guys can go ahead and bet. This is not one that you have to get to.
But for people who need picks on every single game,
no,
I'm leaning towards the Rockets in this one here. I have this game handicapped at 4.5. It's 3.5. I see a point of value. Not anything I'm betting though.
No.
Detroit is 0-4 away from home. That's also another thing to keep in mind. Let's take a look. Something like that. Oh, it's down to a 3 now. Minus 155 on the money line here for the Rockets. I may add that on later in the day if that line drops a little bit more. So for me, this is a pass. There's a lean towards Houston. I might get involved in it later if that line cooperates and gives me a better price with the Rockets.
Fair enough. Your Discord. I'll go ahead and grab the link and put it into the chat. That I might have to fix that link. So I got you. Share link. Copy. Go to YouTube. Well, we'll go ahead and jump. Oh no, we still got more chat. Sorry. Hold on. Here is the link. Bada bing, bada boom. What happened yesterday were Detroit Red Wings and LA Kings. Let's go. Big dogs yesterday.
Yeah, it was a doggy day.
Hey, that happens. Houston money line. Please don't bet this game. Yeah, Carlos, it was a good night last night. How did y'all do with your action? College basketball was profitable. Everything else was not.
Yep.
Gotcha. We'll go ahead and move on to this game.
Charlotte Hornets are at the Memphis Grizzlies in this one here. Grizzlies 4.5-point home favorites in this game. Total 228.5. Your thoughts, Tim?
Charlotte continues their road trip today. This will be their 5th road game in a row. I think they get to go home after this game. I'm not 100% sure. But they're in Memphis now, so it's not as big of a West Coast team. But they're still on a long West Coast trip. Memphis on the other side, coming off of a win on the 8th, so 2 days ago. They're rested in this one. Looking at it, I'm on the under. I got it at 229. It's 228.5 now. I have this game projected around a 221, so there's about 7-ish points of value on that line. Looking at some injury stuff, Dylan Brooks is actually questionable for today's game. He's been out this entire year with a broken left hand. So he could be back tonight. The fact that he is questionable and not out is a promising sign. So that's kind of good there. But this is a spot where I like the under. I think it's going to be a little bit of a lower paced game. Even though these two teams have been pretty heavy scoring lately, I'm going to go under in this one.
Yeah, I'm on the under as well. What did we have that calculated as?
221.5.
So, yeah, I do see some value here with the under in this game at 228.5.
Yeah. What happened yesterday? Ducks won also.
Yeah, they did. And the Devils won too. That's a nice little dog.
Rockets win today. Hey, hope they do for you, but I'm not betting this game. That game, along with this game.
Hell yeah!
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh yeah, Oklahoma City Thunder are at the New Orleans Pelicans in this one here. Pelicans 4-point home favorites. Total 209 in this game.
No, don't bet this game, guys. Really, there's freaking 11 other games on the slate that are acceptable to bet on. Do not bet on this game. You get the Thunder, who are 3-6 this year, 1-9 Pelicans. I did not expect them to have this bad of a start. Kind of makes sense without Zion. They're not as good of a team. Brandon Ingram remains questionable with a hip injury. No, you don't need to be betting this game. If anything, maybe a lean towards Thunder, grabbing plus points. But no, there should be nothing in this game that you're going to want to go to. I'm passing on this one.
Yeah, 1-10 overall, but 4-7 against the spread. I mean, no, I'm staying off this game completely. There's absolutely nothing interesting in this game for me. So no value, no anything. So pass.
Move along. Head back to this game. No. Yeah, you're okay. You know what? You do you.
But remember, Tim, we bet numbers. We don't bet teams.
Facts.
So if there's value on Thunder and Pelicans, then there's value on Thunder and Pelicans.
Fair enough. This game is worse than the Rockets game. I don't know. I mean, a combined record of 2-17 is kind of worse than a combined record of 4-15. So both of them suck. Dallas plus 3.5 is your second NBA play. Well, we'll go ahead and jump into this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Dallas Mavericks at the Chicago Bulls in this spot here. Bulls 3.5-point home favorites, total of 215. Give us the scoop.
Yeah, this is one of the games I passed on as well. I have 8 plays today out of the 13 games. So I have 5 plays that games I did not bet on. This is one of the games I did not get to, along with those 2 1-800-GAMBLER games. I just didn't really see value on this one. It would be a look towards the Dallas Mavericks with the plus points. I think this one could possibly be close. But there's not really much telling me that they're going to be that beneficial. Dallas 3-7 against the spread this year has not been particularly good. Bulls have been pretty good against the spread. Whenever they win, they cover. 7-3 overall, 7-3 against the spread. It would be a lean towards the Mavericks slightly, but nothing in this game for me.
I'm on the other side. I like the Bulls in this game. I had this game handicapped at the Bulls minus 5.5, and I just went straight up minus 165 on the money line for the Chicago Bulls because I expect them to take care of business in this game. I can see this being a one possession game, but give me the Bulls here in this spot on the money line. I'll lay the minus 165. I think they're the better overall team. They're at home, and they should get the job done in this game. So give me the Bulls.
Sounds good. Chanel says, good morning, guys. Let's get the spread. Let's do it. Terry, looks like you're on the opposite side of a lot of people. I don't have any money on this game, though, so I'm not gonna talk anybody off of anything. We'll go ahead and move on to this game, which I do have money on. I do actually like this game.
Yeah, Sacramento Kings are at the San Antonio Spurs in this one here. Spurs 1-point home favorites in this game, total 222. What's the play?
I'm not particularly a fan of San Antonio this year. 3-7, yet 6-4 against the spread. I was a little bit higher on the Sacramento team this year. They're starting off 5-6, which is not terrible. They're still very much in the discussion. They're 3-2 on 3-2 on the road, and they've been playing pretty decent. They're 5-5 against the spread their last 10. I'm going to be on Sacramento this time. I got them at a pick'em. I don't care about a point. Jakob Poeltl remains out for the Spurs in this one. Tyrese Halliburton is questionable with a back injury. He did play in the last game that they had, so that's at least a little bit promising because he was questionable in that game as well. It would be a lead. It's a bet on the Sacramento Kings for me in this one.
It's a stay off for me. I had this game priced at a pick'em. It is a pick'em, so no value on anything here for me. So plain and simple, pass.
That works. We'll go ahead and move on to the next game. Dallas should win. They've been losing. You can't.
How did that make any sense?
Yeah. Hey, Terry, sometimes it's a lot better to be on the opposite side than the side
I love being a contrarian player sometimes.
Devonta Murray, Dejounte Murray, prop maybe. I don't mind it. We'll go ahead and move on.
Trailblazers are at the Suns in this next spot here. Suns are 5-point favorites in this game with a total of 23 here. What are you looking at?
Yeah, this is another one that I laid off of. Suns 5-point favorites in this game. Yet DeAndre Ayton's still out. On the other side, Portland, everybody's healthy and good to go. They're on the second leg of a back-to-back. So I don't really like this game. This is one of the ones that there was too many variables to go into it. Suns are 6-3 this year, 5-4 against the spread. 5-6 start to the Portland Trailblazers year. But Portland's has not won a game on the road yet. They're 0-5 on the road this year. So it would be a lean towards Phoenix, even with DeAndre Ayton out, the big man in the middle. If you're interested in some props, and this one would probably be my favorite prop of the day, find whatever Yusuf Nurkic rebound prop is and go with it. Because he's going to be battling against Frank Kaminsky today. That's going to be a field day for Yusuf Nurkic. So maybe a rebound prop for him. I'm going to look that up real quick. I want to figure out while you do your spiel. I'm going to get that Yusuf Nurkic rebound prop.
Yeah, I'll try to stall for you a little bit here for this game. Looking at this one, I passed. All right. Your thoughts?
Oh, screw you.
No, but looking at this game, I'm leaning towards the Blazers in this spot, plus the 3.5. I did not get to it. One of the main things that kept me off of this is, it's plus 5.5. I had it handicapped at 3.5. Is the back-to-back. So I'm going to pass on this game. It's just not something I was interested in getting to. Have you found the prop yet?
No, that game's not up on the
over
board.
under.
Well, no, the game it doesn't show me the.
All right, then we don't have a prop for use of Nurkic rebounds. Okay.
Come back to the game time decision show today at 6, and I'll have a Yusuf Nurkic rebound prop for you.
Yeah.
Phoenix. I'm not gonna tell people to. I'm not telling anybody to take off that one. I don't mind Phoenix. Portland's on a back-to-back and has not won a game on the road yet, so I don't mind that. My book took off spread and money line for Suns game. Shake my head. When they bring the back, it might be Suns minus 10. Maybe no.
If it's Suns minus 10, I'm slamming the.
I'm slamming Portland. Yeah. No, there's no way. No, if it ends up going to 10, yeah, I'm going. Yeah. Suns all the way. Portland suck. If it gets to a 10-point thing, no, I'm going Portland. Lillard been heating up. It's slightly, nothing crazy. He had 27 points and 25 points the last two games that he's done. So, what up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation. Subscribe and share. Show some love and appreciation for the Kings. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wait, they brought it back. It's only minus 210, kind of a low. We'll see. Thoughts on an over/under? No, I didn't crunch totals on this game because by the time that Portland game ended last night, we were finishing up and I didn't get a total on this game. Probably a lean towards I can't really give you anything. I don't have the numbers for it. Yes, NBA time came in the right. Yep. Dame gets traded? Maybe we'll see. You like the Toronto under? Yep. Detroit, Houston's a money line. Is a 100 gambler? Yep, 100%. We got 3 games left.
Yeah. Indiana Pacers are 3-point road dogs against the Denver Nuggets in this spot here. 206.5 your total for this one.
Yeah, they are very overdoing this Jokic suspension. Nikola Jokic is going to be suspended for today after his thing that he did during his incident in that Miami game. So he will not be playing today. Michael Brogdon is questionable with an illness. He is expected to play, though. Michael Porter Jr. remains out for the Nuggets. But as I keep saying, the Nuggets are a very, very good home team. I don't care that Nikola Jokic is out. I don't care that Michael Porter is out. This Indiana team sucks. Indiana 4-7 this year, 1-5 on the road. This is not a team I want to back. Going into Denver, I'm taking Denver on the money line. I got them at plus 140 in this one. You could take them plus 3 points too. It don't matter. I think Denver gets the job done, even without Nikola Jokic. People are overestimating his. I mean, no, he is very valuable. He was the MVP last year. I still think Denver this one should be closer to a pick 'em. Maybe even Denver still be a favorite at home. Going into altitude and coming out with a win is very, very difficult. I'm taking Denver.
Yeah, I'm on the same spot here. There's no reason why the Denver Nuggets should be a dog in this game. I just don't see it. Indiana's not looked that great this year. I mean, and Denver's still a great home team. Yes, I understand you're without Nikola Jokic. But one thing I've noticed in the NBA is when big players are out, the books overreact and the public overreacts. That's the only reason why the Indiana Pacers are 3-point favorites in this game. I had this game handicapped Denver minus 4.5, and then just to make it a little bit more reasonable, I bumped it down 2 points because of Jokic. Not like 6 points in this game. That's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, give me the Nuggets here. I got them plus 3.5. I don't mind them on the money line as well. But give me the Nuggets in this spot. I think they should absolutely at least cover the spread of 3.5, 3, if not win this game straight up.
Exactly. Nuggets money line, yes. Pacers, no.
Spicy Nuggets.
Pacers for the win, no. I just think, people are just overestimating Jokic being out. This Nuggets team is still good.
Yeah, and that's what I want to see is people keep saying, "Oh yeah, Pacers," because then we'll get a better line on the Nuggets.
Why Memphis under? Because my numbers I crunched that the line is at 228.5, 229, and the numbers say that it should be around a 221, 220. So that's why I like Memphis under. We got 2 games left.
Yeah, Timberwolves are at the Golden State Warriors in this game. Golden State 7-point home favorites in this one, to a total of 223. Where are you looking at this one?
Yeah, this Warriors team has been really, really good this year. I don't know. They've won. They're 9-1. Their only loss was an overtime loss to Memphis. Not a bad loss at all. But I would lean towards Golden State in this one. This is my last game that I did not get to. I will have a play in the next game. Seth Curry is really starting to heat up. He dropped 50 points last game against Atlanta. So in 35 minutes, he scored 86.8 DK points. He was 3 rebounds away from a triple-double. He shot 9 for 19 from 3. Curry's going to be an MVP, a top 2 MVP candidate this year. If not, he wins it all together. He's definitely the favorite at this point. Curry he's starting to go off, and this Golden State team is going with him. I think Golden State takes care of business tonight. I think they can win by double digits. I just personally did not get to this one. Didn't really. I have a lot of plays already on today's slate. I didn't need to add extra ones.
Yeah, this is one I did like, though. I think this is my favorite side of the day, other than maybe the Denver Nuggets. I love the Golden State Warriors in this spot here. They are, depending on what line you got them a couple games ago, 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games, or 4-0-1 if you got them at 13 against Houston. This is a really good Golden State team that's playing some really good basketball. They're 6-1 at home. They're 3-0 on the road. 6-3-1 against the number this year. And they're going up against a Minnesota Timberwolves team that is 2-7 against the number this year. So this is definitely a spot where I had this game handicapped Golden State minus 12.5. Yeah, so I see some very nice value here with the Warriors in this spot. I'll lay the 7. I'm totally cool with that. Give me the Warriors in this game.
I like it. Warriors minus 7. Yeah, why not? Over 223. I don't believe I crunched the total for this game. I didn't get to it. Timberwolves put up 110. Golden State puts up 125. I could definitely see that. Hornets don't play D at all, and Memphis play. You know what? It's just what. So me and Nick created like a formula that we've used for college basketball, that we've used for WNBA, NBA, Korean basketball, European. Like we've used it for every type of basketball. and the formula that we use is hitting
60.
It's hitting around 60-65%. So we're going to get some games wrong. So if we get it wrong, it's not a big deal. This is just the formula that we use, and it's been very successful with us. So our numbers are saying 221. We're going to go under in this game. That's all. If it goes way over, eventually the numbers will sort themselves out, and we'll end up making money on the next couple of games. So it will sacrifice one game to win a couple more.
Yeah.
Denver all day. Still hard for road teams playing out 100%. My final two plays are Golden State first half -3.5. I like it. And full game -7. They have won 9 straight at home versus Timberwolves and have covered the spread in all those. Keep in mind that Timberwolves team sucked. This one also sucks. So, no, I like that play. I really do. Watch everybody be on Golden State now, and then Timberwolves are going to win straight up. Golden State minus in the over. Why not? Love Golden State. There you go. Timberwolves win. Warriors can win them all. Timberwolf win. Okay. Maybe a Golden State Wild parlay. Just be careful with Golden State. Be careful with Golden State. I feel like this could be the wipeout game of the night, if anything. So just be careful in this one. Obviously, a lot of people are going to love Golden State today. They're 9-1. They're the best team in the league right now. Be careful. Just be careful. That's why I laid off this game. Watch we come back tomorrow and the Timberwolves have won. AJ's very good idea. Sure, why not? One last game for today.
Lakers hosting the Heat. Heat are now 4.5-point road favorites in this game. Total 213.5. What are you looking at for this last game?
I'm on the Heat. I got a -4, 4.5, whatever you want to get it at. That's fine. I think they take care of business against this Lakers team. LeBron's still out. AD probable with his thumb injury. Bam Adebayo questionable. Bruised left knee. Tyler Herro questionable lower back. I'm not a fan of this Laker team. Everybody knows I'm not a fan of this Laker team. This Heat team's been pretty good this year, coming off of a bad loss in Denver in altitude. As I said, this team was a good road team. This is a good Heat team. They went into Denver, struggled. I think they get back into business tonight against a Laker team that does not really have much this year. The Laker team makes no sense. LeBron's out. This team is just really rocky right now. They got to win last game against Charlotte. That one had to go in overtime, though. I'm on the Heat in this one. I think it's a solid spot.
Yeah, I passed on this game. I was leaning towards the Lakers. I did cash the ticket on the Lakers 2 nights ago against the Hornets, but I didn't get back to the Lakers again today. It would be a lean towards them at +4.5. I see about 1.5 of value. I had this game power ranked at 3 in LA. So be lean towards the Lakers in this spot, but I didn't get involved.
That's fair. Back to the chat before we do housekeeping recap. Thoughts on the Thunder game? Yes, hold on.
Stop it. Get some help.
There is 11 other games on the slate that are much more worth betting on than the Thunder game. You don't need to bet it. Got to roll Heat? Yes, 100%. Not touching Heat Lakers, especially after Heat last week.
That may be the wipeout game at the end of the night.
No. AD prop? Why not? He's been the big play for the Lakers right now because we know Russell Westbrook has not been shooting well. Kendrick Nunn needs to start playing. He's out though today. He's went an MRI on his knee after developing soreness, which revealed a bone bruise. He'll be reevaluated in 2 to 3 weeks. So he's not going to be playing for a while. Smash the like button. There you go. You guys got to do it. Terry said so. But that is going to be everything for today. Before we do a recap of today's slate, some housekeeping as per usual. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch, all linked down below. Speaking of Picks and Parleys, Craig did his show earlier. 4 of his free plays and 1 from the consensus report. He did that at 7 minutes. Me and Nick here now. Higgs live at 12, 1:30 for Morning with Allie. Game time decision at 6. Shooting hoops with Tim and Lenny Lenny and Tim at 9 tonight. So lots of content coming out from the Picks and Parleys family between ESB, Picks and Parleys, and winning free picks. Back to the chat. Russell Westbrook, yes. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Recap for today. I'm on the Miami Heat, -4.5. I'm on the Denver Nuggets on the money line, +140. Sacramento Kings on the pick'em. Charlotte, Memphis game under. Toronto, Boston game under. Brooklyn, Orlando game under. Cleveland +4. Knicks -2.5.
I like the Vandals +7, the Idaho Vandals against Long Beach State. I'm on the Flyers money line and the first period +0.5 goal for Arizona. Cavaliers +2.5 points under in Orlando and Brooklyn, under in Toronto and Boston, under in Charlotte and Memphis. Bulls money line -165, Denver Nuggets +3.5, and the Warriors -7.
Sounds good. Nick, wrap it up for today.
Yeah, that's just going to about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we go live here on ESB, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. But this has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle, joined here as always with my brother Tim. Thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck.
Click.